Everybody, I do believe we're live. Hopefully we're live. OBS says we're live. Hope you're all doing well. It is so nice to be back with a sim that works. Like, after all that we went through last week, oh man, like by Thursday evening I was fed up. I was ready to go home. I was ready to take my ball and go home and go and run back into the safety of Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. And yeah, it was not a good week. It was not a good week. I was feeling really low by the end of it. But this week, much better. Much better. So I figured out the issue that I had with that was causing me so much aggro. It turns out that during Tuesday, during Wednesday, when we had all those problems with the sim, obviously because of the servers and so on, I tried to obviously do career mode and we couldn't get in the plane. We were just we would spawn almost like in the belly of the plane and we were trapped. If I tried to do a cold and dark, same thing. I would end up trapped in the plane, in the cargo hold of the A330 specifically. And I just could not get it to not do that. And we had an update from Microsoft and I was like, great, maybe the update will fix it. It didn't fix it. And it turned out I had to re-verify my Steam files. Now, I'd done that so many times prior. And I guess that was like maybe the 7th or 8th time that I did it. And lo and behold, it worked. It said one file failed to validate. We will now reacquire this file. And then boom, everything started working. Don't need a VPN anymore. The servers seem pretty much all right to me. I've been in the sim all day today benchmarking for various videos, one of which is out already. Where we do some FPS analysis on the sim, so go check that out on YouTube if you haven't already. Really pleased with the results. Really pleased. It might mean that I don't have to upgrade my system. My 5800X3D might live on, so that's good. My bank account is certainly very pleased about that as well. So it seems now that everything is pretty much okay, because what it was all about the customize appearance. So when I first loaded the sim, it's like customize your appearance, then it hung, then it crashed, then it booted me into here. Therefore bypassing the initial setting up of the appearance, hence I appeared as that kind of red person with a big like error sign that I was holding up. And it took revalidating my game files to clear that. Then I could go into the customize appearance after the fact, and then it wouldn't crash. So, yeah, it was a funny old week, but, like, so far, like, ever since, like, Sunday, it's been really good for me. We've got the Phoenix now, which is awesome. We've got VATSIM support, which is awesome. There is a beta version of New Sky, which is how we run our virtual airline for Air Not. So we've got three big tools that I was really missing from 2020. They all came over the weekend. So kind of by the end of Sunday, and it was a different sim altogether. It started to feel a little bit more like home, because without the Phoenix, without VATSIM, without New Sky, I was like, what am I going to do? Like, this is just like a game where I can do activities and stuff, but I can't do any simming. Whereas now, I feel like we can. Obviously, PMDG aren't here yet. They're having a bit of trouble with C++ and the WASM code, the WebAssembly code. Apparently, the sim is kind of blocking C++ WASM developers from actually getting their stuff to work. So hopefully Asobo will fix that in good time, and then PMDG can hopefully make some progress. But you know, their workload, as in Asobo's workload, is probably sky high at the minute with everything. So yeah, I don't know how quickly that will become a thing. Really hope it does, because I love that PMDG plane. Say the 737-800 specifically, it's kind of like, you know, when you get a t-shirt out of the wash and it's like, oh great, my t-shirt's clean again, my favourite t-shirt. Kind of feels like that to me, the PMDG. I really do enjoy it. Who have we got in chat then? We've got Philip in. We've got Starlight. We've got Paul. We've got Sticky Rice and Sammy Two Shoes. Zayad, how you doing? You're in as well. JJ in the vertical. Who's in Twitch? Hey, we've got a couple of chatters in Twitch. Nice. Speedy and TR64. How you doing? Gav, nice to see you. So tonight, I figured we would find, now we can actually get in the plane, we'd maybe check out career mode. I feel like I'm a week behind everyone else in terms of content creators, because I feel like a lot of them last week were making stuff and doing this and doing that, and I'm like, I can't do anything. Like, what is going on here? I tried VPNs, I tried all the things. So it'd be really nice to try career mode and actually see it. I haven't done a thing in career mode yet, so we'll be starting from 0 tonight, and we'll see how far we can get. Hopefully my controls are going to be okay. I've got my stick, my Ava base stick, I've got my Boeing yoke, and I've got my Airbus throttles. So we'll do it. Maybe we have to kind of adjust as we go, because I don't know, maybe it's going to throw us in different aircraft throughout. I don't really know what to expect with career mode. It's going to be a new one for me. But yeah, hopefully we'll have a nice little time this evening. It'd be nice to actually use the sim that works, so it's really good. Speedy says I used Xbox PC Pass and it worked fine for me. However, that costed me some FPS. And by some, I mean I play with 13 on low minimum graphics. Ouch! That's not good. JJ says I've got a 3060 and the game runs terrible. Oh. Oops. How you doing, Jordan? Is it true that history always repeats itself? And one example is... Oh, it's so true that history always repeats itself. One example is the Sobo Studio. I hope they can fix this real quick. So, are you all having problems then? Because I kind of feel like for the most part, for me, I'm in a good place now. And I'm not using a VPN. I'm not doing anything, funky. It's just turning the sim on. I very nearly tonight, very nearly, or actually did, I loaded MSFS 2020. Just like muscle memory. My muscle memory was like, right, you're streaming, load up the sim, and I loaded up the old one, and I was like, wait a minute, I don't need this one. So, that was a bit of a moment. Can I ask where you get your desk from? It's just, hang on, we go back to it. It's just some worktop from IKEA. That's all it is. Eckbacken, I think, is what they call it. And these little bits that stick out that I've got my stuff on, that's just offcuts that I've kind of screwed in underneath. And yeah, it seems to be pretty good. Seems to be pretty good. Alright, shall we go and have a look at career mode then? See what it's all about, because like I say, I've done nothing so far in this. It'd be nice to explore it and see what's going on. Hey, I've got a character at least, that's got to be good.
Hello there. You must be David Knott, right?
That's me.
Welcome to Bristol. I'm Scott, the owner of this Aero Club. Here at the club, we provide all the training lessons you need to get started and earn your private pilot license.
Let's get our PPL then,
once you've earned your PPL, you can build up your flight hours and get more experience by taking people out on first flights. But before any of that, let's head outside and take a flight to get familiar with our aircraft and the local surroundings.
Right, this is where it all went wrong last time. We'd get this, the screen would go black, and then I would appear as like a red plastic figurine with a big error sign.
Welcome to the apron. This is where all our flying adventures begin. Why don't you walk around a bit while I finish the pre-flight preparations?
Okay, this is good. We're walking.
Today we will be flying in a Cessna 172 Skyhawk. It's the main trainer airplane in our flight school. Our Cessna's got a glass cockpit and a 180 horsepower engine. Climbs well and is easy to fly. It's one sweet ride. I'm ready if you are, so hop in and buckle up.
It is very detailed, isn't it? Very detailed. Look at all the little rivets. Wow. Wow. I feel a little bit out of touch with like the GA scene of flight sim. Like, you know how a lot of the people that fly jets, we're all like PMDG or Phoenix. Like, what's the equivalent for this stuff? Are people happy with what comes as default, or is there like another? Oh, look at that! You even duck when you go under the wing. Sweet. Right, let's get in the plane. L, B, and B. Let's try it. Yes.
Welcome aboard. While you settle in, let's go over our flight plan. After taking off, we will climb to 2,100 feet above sea level, and then fly over the airport to enjoy the view. Ready?
All right.
Why don't you start the engine for us?
Press RB and down to complete the startup procedure. Nice. Cold and dark in one press. Clear prop.
Perfect. The wind is from 270 degrees direction with a speed of 9 knots, so we'll be taking off from runway 27.
Okay.
Okay, let me taxi to the runway.
I love how the music cuts in. That's really cool.
Alright, now comes the fun part. After releasing the brakes and applying full power, we will speed up and take off once we reach 60 knots airspeed.
Maximum power.
We will be climbing at 75 knots, which is the recommended climbing speed for the Cessna Skyhawk. While climbing, we will follow a left-hand traffic pattern and make 2 turns. Don't worry if it sounds overwhelming, I am here to help. Release the parking brakes, otherwise we're not going anywhere.
Alright. Parking brakes
Ready
released.
for takeoff? Apply full power to get us moving.
See if my throttles work, shall we? Let's go.
You handle the yoke, and I'll take care of the pedals, steering the aircraft on the runway during takeoff.
Alright. That's a pretty clever glass cockpit there, isn't it?
We have reached 55 knots. Pull the yoke a little bit to lift off.
Whoa. Happy days.
Perfect climbing attitude and speed. I see you know what you're doing.
I mean, Scott, who do you think you're talking to here? Like the chief pilot for Air Knock, come on.
We are 300 feet above the ground. I will retract the flaps. You keep climbing.
Yes, sir. Oh, we got some gates. Happy days. Alright, through we go then. Yay!
Keep climbing and prepare for the next turn.
You adjust the instruments a little bit.
Okay,
How do we
turn
do
left
that then?
again.
Like
We're
that?
almost there. Remember, we need to climb to 2,100 feet. It will keep us 500 feet above the traffic pattern. Be careful. If you bank the aircraft too much, we might lose lift and stall. I love the weather today. The clouds are beautiful, aren't they? There we are, 2,100 feet above sea level and 500 feet above the traffic pattern. We have
Yay.
safe separation with the other airplanes. Look around, see our airport? Let's fly over it.
To be fair, if you're a complete newbie to flight sim, this is exactly the kind of thing you need. Look at the clouds, they're really good.
Awesome. I know that you're busy navigating and controlling the plane, but don't forget to enjoy the view.
I can feel it's getting thrown around a little bit up here. For a minute there, I thought my controls were going a bit wonky, but I don't think they are.
Well done. I believe you have a talent for piloting. I
So
hope
do
you
I,
enjoyed
Scott.
the flight. Let's head back to the ground now.
Yes, we did it!
I'm glad that we flew together today. This might be the first chapter in your pilot's journey, if you want to embark on it. Let's catch up at our headquarters.
2024 is running sweet
You
on my
seemed
rig using the
comfortable out
Phoenix.
there.
14700
I'm sure you will
KF
get
and the
your PPL
3090.
in no
Damn,
time.
yeah. Maybe change the title to MSFS 2024. Thought I did. It already was 2024. What are you talking about? Right, let's go.
There's a laptop in the office that shows all the certification information you'll need for your PPL exam. Take a look.
Oh yeah, so it does. Alright, it's done. My character's not there and it's the red error man. Yeah, I had that and it caused me no end of grief. What you need to do is, if you downloaded through Steam, you need to revalidate or re-verify your files. It should then notice you've got a corrupt file and re-download it and you should be good. If you are buying through, say, Game Pass or the Microsoft Store, you'll need to go into like settings, then the app section, and then go to find Flight Sim, and I think you can like repair it or something and it will do the same sort of thing. But yeah, that issue caused me no end of problems last week. Oh, Wasp. Commiserations. Head to certification to pass your PPL exam.
Here you can see all the different certifications you can pass throughout your career.
Yeah, that's right, Sam.
Your first step is to work towards your private pilot license.
Okay, so we're going to go in this direction. Commercial pilot, then... what's that? High performance. How do we get to a jet? Jet engine. Yeah. So I can see our little path. We're going to go PPL, multi-engine, then airline transport, I guess, jet airline, then heavy lifting. That ought to do us. Right, let's do a PPL, shall we?
All the training lessons you'll need to pass the PPL exam are available here. Make sure you're comfortable with these before taking the exam.
Should we just take the exam? Just for a laugh. Sim controls, aircraft essentials, pitch, roll, power, maneuver, pre-flight, taxi, takeoff, yoke management, throttle management, landing downwind, first solo. Let's take the exam. Let's try it. So what do we need to do? Okay, nothing too much. Climb, downwind, base, final landing. Ah, let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? Don't get scared now.
It's time. Your first ever check ride. Start by removing the covers and chocks, then join me inside.
Okay. How do we actually remove stuff? Oh, it wants us to do that first. Okay, covers. That one. That one. That one. Let's go inside. Start the plane. Clear prop.
Your goal is to complete a left-hand traffic pattern, respecting the flight path and all required speeds. Rely on what you have learned in your trainings and you'll be fine. Now, show me the best traffic pattern that you've got.
Press enter to request taxi clearance. Alright.
Bristol Ground, Cessna Golf. Victor Golf Tango.
Yeah, it's just an
Oscar
IKEA desk,
request
Bobby.
taxi for takeoff, east departure. Cessna Golf, Victor Victor Golf Tango Taxi 2 and hold short of runway
How you doing,
27
Stu?
using taxiway Zulu Alpha. Contact tower on 136.08 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 27 via taxiway Zulu Alpha Cessna Victor Golf Tango.
All right. Let's release the brakes. I can't hear my engine. So it seems not everything is as we thought it might be. Okay, that's problem number one. Which might make doing the exam a little bit on the tricky side. Yeah, that is a bit annoying that it's done that. Certainly takes away from the experience, doesn't it? ATC and pilot voices disappear a lot in Korea. Okay. Try and keep on the line here a bit. So how do we get it to come back, I wonder? Right, here's our hold short. How are we going to get the voices? No, it's all gone, isn't it? All of it's gone. Clear for takeoff, runway 27. Oh, reboot. I don't want to reboot, Wasp. I might have to, though. Okay, enter the runway. Let's get this test done. Come on, then, let's go. Let's take off then, shall we? Let's get ourselves lined up. Here we go. Climb to 1,100 feet. Oh, this is so immersive, isn't it? Should have just flown the Phoenix somewhere. Let's have some music. 1,600 feet. Hey Cameron, you alright, mate? Go on, little plane, keep climbing. Look, our speed is quite low. Alright, let's maintain 1,600 feet. You can definitely feel yourself getting bounced around. You definitely feel that. Alright, let's reach the base end. Cleared to land runway 27. Uh-oh, too fast. That is quite a steep approach it's got us on. Again, made harder by the fact we have no sound. What's the landing speed in one of these? Right. Did we pass? We came in a bit hot there, didn't we? Yeah, I don't know what my flaps are, actually, on this. I should probably get them mapped. When's the next taxiway? We jump off here. Yeah, here we go. It's gonna be so funny if I fail this. Don't often take this one on the old EasyJet, do you? I don't even know where the flaps are on this thing. I very much do not understand flaps on the Cessna. Like, at what speeds they're required, blah blah blah, you know? Get parking clearance. Had your flaps down the whole flight. Oh, okay. I'm probably right then. Probably should have taken them up then. I don't think we were struggling to climb at a reasonable speed. That might have been why then. Can you tell I've never flown one of these before? Is it obvious? Is it really that obvious? Look down and to the right. Oh, is that it? Is that it? So depending on how good this system is, it might fail me on having my flaps out the entire time. Yes, Wasp, it is. I was a little bit faster, wasn't I? We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it's just default Bristol Wasp. Like, don't be thinking like the default airports are suddenly going to look good. They're still default. Maybe the taxiway markings are a bit better, but as in the quality of the markings on the ground. But it's 2024 is not like a silver bullet when it comes to solving the default airports. We're still going to need any builds. We're still going to need Orbex. We're still going to need like the Contrail store, all that stuff. Oh shoot! Sorry to hear that, Cameron. Hope you're all right, mate. Yeah, I think default airports are still default airports. However, the actual landscape, I've been very impressed with that. Alright, set the parking brakes. RB and down to turn it off. Wait for engine shutdown. Congratulations, you're on your way. Hey, did we pass? No way. We got an A grade as well. Of course we did. Of course we did. That would have been pretty embarrassing, wouldn't it? If you think about the hours and the miles that we've flown in like these study level airliners. And then we can't get ourselves round in a little Cessna at Bristol. That'd be not good. Alright, Lightspeed. New aircraft flyable for missions. Oh. See, these aircraft really are not my cup of tea at all, to be honest. Specialization, let's do that then. As you can see, the career journey of a pilot can take many paths. As I said earlier, your PPL is the first step, allowing you to fly recreationally and perform first flight missions, taking people on tours around the local area. As you build up your flight hours and earn more certifications, other specializations will become available. Take a look around, then when you're ready, head to the missions list to see what's available. Okay. Career mode's alright, Lightspeed, it's just the audio's gone, which, I've got to be honest, kind of takes the edge off things a little bit. Alright, missions. So there's a mission we can do up here. Is this a mission? Is that Filton? Mother and daughter reunion over Bristol, booked by Sarah. Oh, nice. Yeah, we really want to get to commercial, don't we? Stop faffing around. These little kites. Do I actually have to do the missions before... Aha, here we go. Oh, I've got to do at least 2 missions. Boo! Yeah, should we try a quick restart? Just try it very, very quickly. Out of interest, I wasn't sure what to do tonight. Whether I should do this or take the Phoenix out. What would you guys prefer to see on our next stream? More career mode, or are you frankly maybe a little bit like me and don't really care about the career mode and just want to see what the Phoenix is like in 2024? And the A330 and the Beluga and the A321, blah, 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 you know? What's the setup worth? Oh god, I don't know. It's all been bought piecemeal, so it's quite hard to say, really. Seems like it's crashed. Phoenix, okay. Possibly a mistake then to fly career mode tonight. Right, we're booting up again. I still need to sort the white balance out on this camera. I literally look like a tomato. Really weird. I've tried all sorts. Maybe I need to watch a tutorial for my camera on YouTube or something. I did try, but then I made myself look green. So, I don't know. Don't know what to do, really. Still not getting any audio, are we? Out of the entire sim. Very weird. My A330 isn't steering properly on the ground. Any advice? Yeah, Reese, go into the EFB and make sure that you've got rudder controls tiller set to on. By default, it will be off. And I don't know why they've done that, because literally everyone I know steers with their rudder pedals, except for Wasp. So, yeah, weird one. Lanky, how you doing? Albapino, welcome. Yeah, Reese, it was the same story with the A310, A300. Yeah, just an indie build thing, really. I think the default should be rudder pedals. Good evening, Lee. I steer with the A320 stick. But that is still technically rudder input, Philip, or have you got like a separate A320 stick? When do we think an A350? Oh, don't know. Hey, Lanky, thanks for the Twitch sub prime thing. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 2 months. Big time now, Lanky. Maybe we'll get some audio when we boot. It's taken a while to boot. Having said everything's been going really well, and the sim is now working. 2 months of affiliate. Yeah, it's crazy, actually. That's a crazy thought. Still no audio. It's very jittery as well. Yeah, it's not great, is it? It's not great. Well, yeah, we'll have a look in sim settings in a minute. I mean, it didn't change anything. We had audio and then we didn't. Right, settings, sound. It looks all right. Is the marketplace up? No, and I don't think so. I don't think it will be for some time. Let's have a look. Oops, I want mixer. So I've got output device, speakers. Let me bring it over here and show you. So it was on default. Now it's not. See, it's just 1. Yeah, nothing. Oh, weird. Alright, let's save and back out. It's not just limited to career mode, is it? If I were to load into Gatwick, say in Phoenix, would I get sounds that way? I mean, I guess I could reboot my whole PC. Should we try that? Let's try that. Alright. Oh no, it wants to update. Right, let's just shut it down. This is the advantage of having a separate streaming PC. You can just shut the PC down and your stream stays up. And let's just have some background music. Fire it up. How's the channel been doing since the surge from your loading screen streams? Pretty much back to normal, to be honest. I think pretty much everyone was just watching because they had nothing else to do. And now they do have something else to do. They're doing that thing. But the videos are doing quite well. A lot of interest around the video. I think that there just comes a point, really, where... yeah, like streaming career mode, streaming this, streaming that, it's just been kind of done to death, and then people get a bit fed up, maybe. Oh, NordVPN, why are you still connecting? I told you not to do that. Right, we go again. Hey, how's it going, Lee? Cheers, Ryan. What's Ryan saying? Hey man, good videos, keep it up, hope your channel grows more, love the long form content. Nice, thank you very much. We're trying. We are trying. I feel like I want to do more actual flying videos, because sometimes there's just not enough stuff to make a video about, and I don't want to like drag a video out for the sake of making a video, you know? There are occasionally days where I sort of come into the shed and I'm like, what should I make a video about? There's nothing going on, you know? There's no thing to talk about. There's no... Whereas at the minute, I've got like endless content at the moment with 2024. Like, I feel like I'm probably good for the next week. But then after a week or two, what happens? You know? At which point, it's like... Flight, you can always do flights, is my point. You can always fly. And I don't want to become one of those content creators that makes videos about flight sim all day long but never actually flies anywhere. I feel like that would be a bit of a shame. To constantly be reacting to news and updates and this and that, and then a month goes by and you've done like one proper flight. I don't want. Ultimately, the reason I got into this is because I like flying. And I do enjoy making all the other videos, and I like doing the technical analysis and testing and this and that. It's all really good stuff. But sometimes you just want to fly a plane. As daft as that sounds. It was working, Rob. We just passed our PPL, but now the sound's gone. Yeah, the loading videos are stuttering for me too. There's a bug with the default audio selection. Make sure to select the actual main source and com source in the game menu. Alright. Even if you get one person, one is better than none. Yeah, I'd probably disagree with that. I can't be streaming to one person. It's not. If I was just doing it as a hobby, like, fine. But I'm sort of taking days off my job now to pursue this as a bit of a potential avenue of income and business and maybe a career direction. So you can't just do what you want. You have to kind of, to a certain extent, do what is going to keep the tills ringing. But ultimately, if you're doing what people like, that will keep the tills ringing. If I start indulging myself, doing exactly what I want all of the time, viewers be damned, and then viewers don't watch, then it's like, well. So you've got to give people what they want, ultimately. And if you give people what you want, then the rest should take care of itself. But so that does mean making choices sometimes, like, I won't make this video, I'll make that video, because I think people will like it more. Alright, we're in. With no sound. So we say there's a bug in the audio, is there? Main sound. So do we actually have to select it? I have to do speakers. Confirm. And what was the other one? Com source. Not hearing anything. That's my TV. That's the yoke. That's my gaming monitor. Speakers, that's what we want. Make sure you change it in Windows Mixer 2. I thought I did. Yep. And yep. That is also done. Maybe if we quit to desktop and let it reboot with those settings. Such great content. I bet you're loving this, guys, aren't you? Which capture card do I use? I use the Elgato... Oh, what is it? 4KX. The expensive one. Much to my horror. It does, like, the best pass-through. It does the best capture. It's like everything I wanted, that one did, and it was like £200. And I was like, oh, no, I don't want to spend £200 on a USB capture card of all things. I already wanted a PCI Express one just because I feel like the connection's more stable than a USB going into the back of your PC. But they haven't made one yet with those capabilities, and the reviews seem to like it. So that was that, really. Yeah, it could be JJ. That's the next port call. Oh, LG, we were doing career mode, but now all the audio's cut out. Yeah, it's good, Rick. It's like, you know, I haven't touched it really. I've just set it and forget it. There's been maybe one or two instances where the pass-through hasn't worked to my TV, and I was just like trying to debug it, and I just basically unplugged it and replugged it, and it was fine. But that's like one time in, one or two times in, I don't know, 9 months. So who knows? It's not just that, LG, it's the fact, like, audio is gone completely now for the sim. Audio fix posted somewhere about going into files. Oh no. Yeah, Go XLR Mini for me, JJ. That's what I use. Really good. I do like it a lot. Right, let's have some music back, shall we? No, Evan, it's a intentional reboot, but our sound has gone. No, game audio is fine. JJ, I've checked that. So, a question: how are you feeling about Flight Sim 2024? Well, when it works, I love it. That's the thing. It's really good when it works. Hi, can't watch now. Sorry. That's okay. It reminds me of a friend. Friend phoned me up once. So she phoned me. I answered the phone. She goes, "Oh, hang on, I can't talk right now." It's like, you phoned me. All right, quit to desktop. I'm going to verify my files. Oh yeah, still got 2020, Lee. That's going nowhere. Alright, properties, installed files, verify integrity of my game files. Here we go. 10%. %. I've already done that, Lightspeed. Yeah, Lee, that's probably not a bad idea. I mean, between now and Christmas, there's probably going to be a few hotfixes and stuff. So, 2 files failed to validate and will be reacquired. There we go. Sweet. Cheers, LG. We'll see if that verification of the files fixed it. Where do you want the info posted? YouTube's probably not going to let you post a link. Try it in Twitch chat, LG. Maybe Twitch will let the link through. Yeah, I think that's a good plan, Lee. To be honest, wait till Christmas. I must say, this is odd, because I've been in the sim all day today, benchmarking it, and it's been perfect. All day. It may not need to be a link. Oh, just post it in the chat then. What a great stream. Follow for more. It's something caused by Korea. Oh. Press reset app volumes button in the mixer menu, and if you have an audio device connected to your computer, unplug it, and the volume that was previously stuck on 1% can be changed. Ah. It can be changed. Unplug your audio device. Alright, I need to unplug the lead then, don't I? Oh, the line, I've just dropped a cable. Still nothing. I just had audio coming out of the TV, though. Hmm. Weird. Might have to restart the game again. Okay, no more career mode. We're not doing this. Flipping heck. Yeah, LG, go for Discord then. Are you in the Discord, LG? Do I know where the Phoenix camera file is? No, not off the top of my head. I'd have to Google that. Although I will say, Phoenix brought in all my camera files from 2020. Fingers crossed. No. Now I've got two that are stuck on one. LG, shoot us an email. I'll send you the link over. Because it is not public access. But I'm more than happy for you to come in. So I'm getting volume through my TV, but not through... I've still got this greyed out one. How annoying is this? LG, go to like the about page on my channel. You'll find it there. YouTube's now warning me that my stream's bitrate is at 0. It's like, I know. My audio bitrate, even. Which is weird. Yeah, I'm using the... Where's my mouse? Here's my mouse. I'm using the sound thing that they say. Speaker, speaker, speaker. Now I've got like 1, 2, 3 that are grayed out. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Stupid game. Yeah, it's not having it. I think it is a 2024 issue, Wasp. It's a bug with the sound. It is very, very annoying. Well, I feel like we can't really do a lot without sound. That's on default. That is not. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Microsoft Flight Simulators now that are set to 1. If I unplug my Go XLR, stand by. Oh, yeah? How flipping weird. Terrific. How weird. I did all that stuff in the sound settings, and then I replugged my Go XLR, then it worked. But I never get that issue with any other game. So I still think it's a 24 bug. Wow. What are we at now? 20 to 9. I'm not sure I can be bothered to go back into career mode. Shall we check out the Phoenix? Let's check out the Phoenix, because... What should we do? Minibus? Big bus? Normal bus? Bristol to... I'm trying to think what I've got scenery for. I've got scenery for Stansted. And... I've got scenery for... Gatwick. That's going to be a very short flight though, isn't it? It's got to be Stansted to Eddie, isn't it, really? Alright, let's do it. Got to be, isn't it? We won't do VATSIM, we'll just chill out tonight. I'm not sure I can handle stuff going wrong and being on VATSIM right now. Hey Thomas, welcome on in, mate. I think I've got Stansted. Luton, I've got Luton as well. This is any build Stansted, so hopefully we'll be alright. Let's start from here. Oh, that's weird, LG. Right, I need to make a flight plan. I haven't done this in a little while. I suppose we could try a new sky, actually, couldn't we? Oof. Right, flight plan is generating. Probably change the titles on all my streams, shouldn't I? Not sure I can be bothered though. Alright, let's do a free flight. Get some money for this. And crucially, test if oh, I've got sharks on, haven't I? A320 AIE sharks. How did we do the naming convention again? Do we have an A320 with sharklets? Let's just go with that. Oh, of course, it starts you outside the plane, doesn't it? Oh, we can actually do a little walk around then. Look at that livery. This really does feel kind of like a first-person shooter, doesn't it? Looking good. I mean, I'm probably not going to do this every time. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm very much not feeling it. This is much more like it, however. This is much more like it. Now, is my sim brief... Where's my mouse? Can't move my mouse. Okay, now I can. Let's import the flight plan. There it is, Stansted to Eddie. Yeah, this is much better, isn't it? Okay, let's get battery 1. 2. Take the ground power. Let's get some lights on in here. Emergency lights. No smoking. Set on. Crew supply. Let's align the navs. This would be good because I haven't actually done a proper full flight in the Phoenix yet. And there's no way to test something like doing it like this. What should we have time of day wise? Let's get some daylight. It's looking good. Yeah. This is much better than career mode. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm at home here. I felt like playing career mode. I was just a bit like, I'm doing this because I feel like I probably should. Oh, what about GSX? In the interest of time, should we just get gone? Yeah, let's do that. So, ATSU, AOC, flight init data request. How about performance? Let's have a look. .46 FPS, is that? What have I got going on with my graphics? VSync is on. If I turn VSync off. Okay, no VSync. I'm sort of at ultra-ish settings, ultra with a few things turned down. That's pretty good. 46, 47 FPS sat here at the gate at Build Stansted. That's really good. What does FrameGen do? Because I know in the video earlier we said that FrameGen doesn't always double you up like it used to, so... Give it a second. Give it a second. So the built-in sim frame counter can account for it. Look at that, 70... Yeah, that... Can't whinge at that, can we? And we're limited by main thread. So if I got like a 9800X 3D, would FrameGen then take me higher? That is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. So what are we at? 62, 63, 62, 63. Let's quickly turn FrameGen off again, because I know they're not real frames and some people get very upset. Give it a second just to calm down. $37, $38. As long as we're above 30, that's the main thing. Looking down here, we're in the 40s. I guess because we're not looking at the terminal. Pretty good. I have the 9800X 3D with a 4080. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's right, Wasp, it does. And actually, it's quite annoying for making the videos. I don't know if you've seen the one I did today, but it was a bit annoying because in the past, in 2020, I would show MSI Afterburner in the middle of the screen, which counted FrameGen, and the Sim one, which didn't. And it's quite nice to show with and without. Whereas now I can't really do that, which sucks a bit. Being completely honest. Alright, my cost index today is 23. Cruising at 360. And we are X-ray November Oscar 232. Sweet. Sometimes the mouse acceleration feels a bit strong as you move around, but that's okay. Send to MCDU, thank you. And this EFB can sometimes take a second click, but I feel like if you zoom in, it's better. I don't know why that is. Okay, runway 22. Calculate. Hey, no worries, Chelsea. Glad you enjoyed it. Why limited by core still isn't using multi-core now? I mean, eventually you're going to be limited by one component or another, JJ, whether it's your GPU or your CPU. Like, you can see here it's flip-flopping. It's like main thread, GPU, main thread, GPU, main thread, GPU. So we're kind of... But to me, that indicates... Look at the milliseconds on the main thread. 19, 20 milliseconds, GPU. That is a GPU, that's not a C. So to me, that tells me that we're sort of in balance right now. Which maybe is no bad thing. Nice. I'm so glad we got the Phoenix back. I really am. Right. Init page B is done. Init is done. Perf. Performance. Takeoff data's in, that's good. Flight plan. Out of Stansted. Where are we going? 2-2. On the Atava? Yeah, Atava 1 Romeo. That's right, Chelsea. No worries, mate. It's all good. It's looking fine. Into Edinburgh, it's going to be the old in-pip, innit? Surely. In-pip 1 Echo, runway 24. I feel like I can do that in my sleep now. Seems dev mode also disables frame generation. That's also bugged. Oh, did not know that. Yeah, it is using multi-core. It's using lots of cores. JJ, check out my YouTube video today because I kind of had that, all the overlays, multiple cores going for it. Okay, 2 minutes until we are aligned. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Like, where's all the centre of gravity stuff? Am I being really dumb? Like, not this stuff. I'm talking about... Come on. This stuff, when you do send to MCDU. That's init page B, isn't it? But once you've entered it, does that page then go away? Oh, it's here. Duh. Ignore me. Ignore me. It's because it is all filled out. I was looking for like blank ones, but of course it's all filled out. I was going blind. Ignore me. Okay. What's QNH? This does feel very nice. QNH 1017. Yeah, my only complaint is that the EFB feels a little bit like you got to click twice sometimes. That would be my only complaint. So far, this is pretty much bang on. Alright, let's get pumps on. APU on. Look at that, 50 FPS looking up at the top there. Keep an eye on that CPU memory because I've had it a few times where I've gone over budget. So I think 64 gig probably will be the way to go. Like if I were to go 9800X 3D and have to buy a new motherboard and have to buy a new RAM, I would absolutely get 64. I think that would be the way to do it. Do I use a controller for PC for the drone cam? I was going to get a new Xbox One, but all seem Wi-Fi mostly. Yes, I do. I use the Xbox One. There's a certain SKU, LG. So if you were to just, I don't know, go into Currys or whatever, and I guess you're from the UK. I don't know that though. But if you go into like a big, big store in the UK to buy one, you'll end up with like a Bluetooth sort of thing. If you search for it, there is a separate model, and it comes with a little USB 2.4 gigahertz dongle. So I've got that into my PC, and it means you don't have to go through Bluetooth and experience the lag. It's way better. Right, APU bleed, we can turn that on now. That's good. And if we turn the beacon on, will GSX... I assume GSX is going to work. Yeah, of course it is. I hope. Yay, GSX!
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
They don't provide the dongle with the Wi-Fi model sold then. So I think if you were to just, like, imagine you just want an Xbox controller, like you're a kid with an Xbox who wants a new controller, you just get an Xbox controller in the box, and I think you can connect that via Bluetooth to your PC, but Bluetooth sucks, I don't like it.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
So I think I paid an extra tenner. The only place I could find it was Argos at the time. It's quite hard to find. I think Microsoft Direct will sell you one through their kind of retail store online. But yeah, it's like a little USB dongle that does 2.4 gigahertz. It is good. It is good. Recommend it.
Locking gear.
Should probably look at some charts, shouldn't I? I mean, I've got like USB-C on the... I don't know if you can see that. I've got USB-C on there. So, in theory, you could just run a cable. Philip. Not yet. I'm waiting to see if it gives me a little sort of ding-dong time to go sort of thing. I'm rather hoping it does. Right, 4,000 out of Stansted. GSX, what were you saying to me? Continue pushback. That's the only thing with GSX, look, the little prompts are like half off the screen, but other than that it's fine. Nose right, tail left, isn't it? Out of here? Yeah, it's got to be.
Release parking brakes.
Oh! I know what I need to do. I need to go for my controls. Oh, throttle's custom, it's already done it.
Release parking brakes, please.
I'm doing it, I'm doing it.
Commencing
Sweet.
push. All engines are clear. Start at will.
Right, New Sky should go ding dong. Hopefully. Yes, New Sky. Well done. Okay, let's start engine 1. 2 even.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are
Wing
about
views.
to demonstrate the safety
Doing well with the
features of
FPS,
our
look.
Airbus A320 aircraft. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our Airbus A320. Please pay
I love the
attention
sound.
to illuminated signs and
I love the
crew
sound.
instructions, including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket
28
contains
gig of
important information about exit
31.92
routes,
used.
oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position, which you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft.
Is it going to push us? Oh, managed to turn on there.
Exit may be behind you.
Is the sim using multiple support? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Are we going to go through the barriers there?
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Should probably start engine 1, that'd help, wouldn't it? Yeah, I know
Cockpit to ground.
34
We have a good
FPS
engine
doesn't look
start.
like much,
You can disconnect.
but this really is like the stuff of dreams when you compare to what we had last year, or in 2020, I should say. Right, is this going to work? Yeah. Let's just do a control check real quick. Flight control, ailerons, elevators, and rudders.
Unlocking the nose gear.
Look at that, 38 FPS. Push back, ready to go. This is normally where it all goes pear-shaped. Right, where am I going? Runway 22.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
So we'll take Delta straight
Left
ahead,
is clear. Right is
cross, link Delta onto hotel. Do. Alright, AP bleed off, APU off. Let's go up top and have a quick look. Straight to auto, might as well. Auto brake set to max. Predictive wind shear is on. Let's do a takeoff config test. Check the cabin. I feel out of practice, I really do. Yeah, 4K Ultra, almost. Alright, let's go. Okay. They appear to be stuck. What's going on? Is it GSX? What if I restart? The chocks should be pushed back, so GSX should have gotten rid of the chocks. have a little look. Oh, it might be that they've pushed us into the fence. Power out of it. Yes, there we go. Yeah, they pushed us into the fence. Good job we weren't on VATSIM for that. There we go. Alright, not Phoenix's fault. Do you not have the stuck at 98% issue? No. No, not anymore. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant luck. You wouldn't believe it. I'm still loving this FPS. I mean, look at that. 38.39. What if we just go ultra? Like, never mind my custom thing. Let's just go. Oh no. Why does it do this? Let me choose and then. So plain old ultra. What happens now? We've dropped a little bit, haven't we? Link Delta, here we go. Not happy with these rudder pedals either. Let the record show. Not feeling the best. Yeah, they're not cheap. In fact, these lights seem quite bright on the taxiways. Look at that. Yeah, I saw that. £5 for the upgraded version. For Ibiza. Oh. Alright, that needs some work. Go then. Yeah, if we need to use any rudder in Edinburgh, I think it might not go well for us because these rudder pedal settings feel awful. Alright, let's take it for a flight then, shall we? So, holding it on the brakes. Those lights look funny. Thrust set. I don't like these rudder pedals one bit. Okay, let's rotate. Positive climb, gear up. It is indeed. It is indeed the Phoenix in 24. us into climb. Dip the nose down a bit. Here comes our turn. Laps up. (4,000 feet). Look at that, 37, 38 FPS again. Like, so we've gone from my optimized settings to ultra settings. Not sure I can really visually tell the difference, but even at ultra, even if we just say screw it, ultra, max it out. Alright, Philip, we'll have a look at that once we get through these turns. Right, shall we do... Right, we'll stay at 4,000 for now. Perfect, look at that. Oh, it's so good to have the Phoenix back. Love the Phoenix. Honestly felt like I wasn't sure what I was going to do without at least one of either the Phoenix or PMDG, you know? No, Oxley, we've given up on career mode. I should update the stream titles because it kept cutting out our audio, apparently due to a well-known bug. So we thought, let's do Stansted to Edinburgh, because we like that. So we're hand flying the Sid. Then we'll start to have a look at these rudder pedals, I think. But yeah, one thing I really like about 24 is just, even from up here, the detail that you can see. I don't know if it's coming through on the stream for you guys, but I can see like what looks like, you know, markings on the fields beneath us. It almost looks like it's actual ground rather than just a surface with a texture on it, if that makes sense. It looks all lumpy and bumpy, which to my mind, it should. You tried 0.5, but it's still too... What rudder pedals have you got, Philip? Proper little chicane, this, isn't it? Same as mine. Okay, that's handy. Yeah, look at those fields, look. You see like all the, whatever it is, the crops. Actually looks like there's crops in the field rather than just a yellow field that's kind of like, yeah, there's crops in there, even though we know there's not. Whoops. Don't look out the window, you stupid boy. Alright, autopilot on. we'll open climb up to 360 and we'll have a little look at these here rudder pedal settings. So where do I go with that pausing? Controls, can I do that? Rudder pedals, hardware. So I'm at 0.25 and you're saying I need to go minus 0.75. Yikes, okay. Wow, okay. Well, we'll try it. That's all you can do, isn't it? I guess it's the x-axis is the one I want. I don't really know which axis it is. What's the y-axis? So you've got braking. Is it the x-axis that does the rudder? Z-axis? Oh, lordy, okay. So I guess X and Y are the brakes then. That makes sense. Yeah, see, when I was expecting this little kind of ball thing. Whoops, to move. Whoops. Yeah, alright, sorry. I'm very sorry, Airbus. Please forgive me. Yeah, definitely not going on that Simba's to right call, I think. Beautiful. Okay, one other thing I want to try is to unbind all of my Alt stuff from my keyboard. So Alt and 1, toggle flight assistant. I don't want that. Let's get rid of that. Alt 2, toggle nameplates. Definitely don't want that. Ah! Just make sure everything's okay in the cockpit. Yes, it is. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, Alt and 3 is good. Alt 4 is landing ribbon, we don't want that. Alt 5 is good. Alt 6 is the thermals, we don't want thermals. Alt 7 is head tracking, we don't want that because I've got that on another button. Does the Tobii eye tracker still crash out? I need to look into that. Alright, sweet. I think we're good. Now, are we on live weather? Live weather, but the time is wound back. Good. Macam! How are you, my friend? Nice to see you. God, I've just turned my face cam on and I've just seen the preview in OBS. I've really got to fix this white balance on the camera. I promise you, I'm not this red. I'm really not this red. I look like I've just ran a marathon. So you have to do in a certain way. Oh, okay. Having a nightmare with your throttle? What's the problem, Malcolm? Maybe there's some people here that can help. Hey, Matthew. Look at that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. You've really got to hand it to Phoenix, haven't you? The way they just, within days, got this sorted for us. That's really, really cool. Dazza, how you doing? Okay, let's disarm the ground spoilers. What sort of time we're going to be getting there, I wonder? (22:09). Good. Not picking it up properly, can't use reverse thrust, tried the fly-by-wire in the sim and that messed everything up. You got the Airbus one? I wonder why that is. Yeah, Dazza, it's been alright. We've had a couple of issues tonight, so the stream title says we are doing a flight to, career mode, but then that gave us this weird audio bug, and our audio cut out for ages, and people were saying, oh, that's a known thing with the career mode. So we decided to abandon ship and give the Phoenix a good test, and it's a chance to make a bit of money in New Sky as well. Speaking of, if anyone wants to join up on New Sky, get yourself an account and you can fly for our little outfit of an airline and get the sound bug in all Airbus flights. Yeah. I think once these little annoyances are dealt with, yeah, I think we're going to have a great time with the sim. I mean, just look at the FPS. We've got 42 FPS right now out of the Phoenix. We had like the mid-30s on the ground. Not once did I see like 22, 24 that we were so used to seeing in 2020. Those sort of low 20s. The performance is excellent. And I wonder if, like, when, because this is obviously a 2020 plane that is getting some compatibility with 24, which is great. I'm not complaining. Like, I'm so grateful for it. But I wonder when, like, when we actually do get the 24 all-out version, will performance improve again? I don't know. Who knows? You have to use open track at the minute to use the idle. Oh, okay, fine. I'll wait for Toby to sort it out. There's going to be a lot of that. Like, again, people saying I'm going to wait till Christmas, I'm going to wait till January. It's like, yeah, I get it. I do get it. Getting 60 FPS in the Phoenix on the way to Rome. Wow, that's pretty good. Matthew, we're going up to Edinburgh. Oh, that's a good point. I haven't turned on Sim Toolkit Pro. Is it going to work with 2020? 4, even. Okay, what if I turn this on? Stats. No working. Stats. Refresh. Yes! Okay, Sim Toolkit Pro works. That's good. Oh, it feels like a proper stream now, doesn't it? Yeah, Stuart, we love the Phoenix. Do you have to drag your 2020 community folder over for 2024, or does it use detect the same folder? No, separate folders. I did a video, I think, called something like MSFS 2024 does all of our stuff still work. In the description of that video, I left the paths for where it is, both for Steam and the Xbox store. So, yeah, you have to copy over stuff, but obviously not everything's going to work necessarily. But, you know, like for example, IndieBuild's Heathrow isn't technically compatible, but you could just copy it over and see if it works. Do you know what I mean? You could do stuff like that. But like longer term, I would like to obviously get things buttoned up using like the IndieBuild's installer, or you know, the Orbex store installer, or Contract, or whatever it is. It'd be nice to actually click a little 24 button in the actual stores where we buy this stuff and have it download properly. Like GSX did it. You go into GSX, there's a little drop down, you can select 2020 or 2024, and then you just relink it for 24 and away it goes. I'm actually quite impressed at how quickly all this stuff has been taking effect. Oh, use add-on linker. I never used that. Yeah, I never did get around to using that. Oh god, it fell off my chair. I am liking this new chair. It's pretty good. Right. Does my music work? Now I've restart my go excellent. I noticed from the videos I've watched that 2024 night lighting and ground details look better than 2020. What's my thoughts on the difference? Matthew, there will be a video tomorrow about that exact thing. It's like you're living in my head. I've done all the recording for it today, it's all done, it's in edit, and I'm going to post it probably tomorrow night. That's the way, Matthew. Like and subscribe, ring that bell, smash that like button. Yeah, so the plan is I've done a FPS analysis today for 2024. Tomorrow's video will be visual differences between the two. The next video will probably be what is the sweet spot for settings for a high-end PC like the one I'm on now. 4080 Super, that sort of thing. Because yeah, you could just set it to Ultra, but as we saw, we dipped about 5 FPS relative to my tweaked settings that I've brought over from 2020. But I want to see if that translates into 2024, so I'll do a bit of a dive into that. The next video will be what graphic settings should we use on a mid-range PC. So I've got my streaming PC, which is a 5600X with a 3070. So it'll be good to test that as well. Obviously not in 4K, but I'm curious to see what kind of performance that could get. Maybe if we had 1440p high. So yeah, lots to do. Lots and lots to do. Then maybe we can do a video addressing A380 performance, see if that's gotten any better versus 2020, because we were struggling, weren't we, with that? Usually avoid Edinburgh. Oh, that's a shame. I love Edinburgh. Love me some Eddie. Love me some Eddie. Love it. We haven't done Wordle yet. If you know the answer, don't say. No, KW it's not. We've abandoned ship on the career mode, unfortunately, and I can't be bothered to update the titles and the thumbnail. Right, Wordle, let's go. Let's go with early. One of these days, early is just going to be the word, isn't it? Terrific. Okay, tough. Oh. Something, something. It's got to be something TH, right? Probably going to be an I in there somewhere, because that's the only vowel left. Which overlay at the top is Sim Toolkit Pro, mate. It's the actual overlay is custom, so I coded that with some CSS and rearranged all of the data that they give me. But they give you like a default one you can use. If you're up for a bit of CSS wizardry, you could do that. I was going to say birth, but then that would be, there's no R, is there? Width. Width, width, width. That's what it is. Oh. Okay, it's not width. But the W is right. W-I-T... What? W-I-T something H? What in the world? Oh, which? Yeah, duh. I forgot about the C. Well done, everybody. I totally couldn't see that. I was like, would a P, like a silent P, go in there, or like a, you know? Yeah, totally forgot all about the CH sound. Good job, everyone. Thanks for carrying me in Wordle. Top of descent in 60 miles. Look at those clouds. Clouds looking good. What are we thinking about the clouds? Can't believe I couldn't see that witch. Have you ever thought about controlling VATSIM? Yeah, but I don't know. I haven't got enough time to run the channel and fly at the moment. Never mind do VATSIM controlling, you know. Fly-by-wire calibration is broken. Can't set my throttle to work in game using the iPad. Just won't detect the throttle, the quadrant to set. What? Are you on the development branch, Macam, of the fly-by-wire? When you say the fly-by-wire, I'm guessing you mean the A320 and not the A380? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I could do the time commitment it needs. And selfishly, I'm just having try development, Macam. Give that a try. Yeah, try the dev build. It might be that there's more stuff there that in that build that is relevant to 24. Because the stable one's going to be quite old, I'd imagine. Right, let's have a look. What's going on? Yeah, see, occasionally it just won't click, but if you zoom in, it kind of does. So 1015, what's the wind doing? Variable at 1 knot. No excuses tonight then. Should be alright. Arrival performance. Runway 24. Apply the METAR. What's my landing weight? How do you do it? It's fuel on board 2.9. And then we add on to our 0 fuel weight, is that right? So that will take us up to 61 tons, if I'm doing that right. Yeah, it's just not quite clicking all the time, is it? That'd be my only complaint. Auto brakes low. I'll do auto brakes. Medium. We might as well use the whole runway, we paid for it. EFOB at landing plus 0 fuel weight, yeah, so 61. And minus any deviation between AFOB and EFOB. Where's AFOB? EFOB 2.9. AFOB is 3.3. Okay, so fuel on board is 3.3. And then the estimated fuel on board. So minus any deviation. So I've got a 0.4 deviation. So you would do, what, 56.9 in that case? Is that what you're saying? Sorry, 59.6. Wait, hang on. I'm getting confused. 2.9. So that would be 60.6. Yeah, see, the clicking's just not the greatest. Oh, for God's sake. I don't know why that is. I don't know why it's struggling. .6. Anyway, auto brake medium is what we'll go for. Is New Sky for 24 another new software or an update? So I'm on the beta version of it. So you go to beta.newsky.app and you can then download the app, which is the beta version. Top of descent, 10 miles. In the sim, EFOB at destination plus 0 fuel weight, then you should be good. Yeah, okay. I'll read into it, Matthew. $5 miles, so let's go down to 7 to start with. What's he done, Philip? Oh yeah, Macca, we need a straight line, I think. Nice one, Philip. Alright, we're going down now. How'd you get the widget up the top? It's from Sim Toolkit Pro. So it's actually just like a web address that you dial into OBS. Sim Toolkit Pro hosts like a little mini web page on it, which is the bit you're seeing at the top. Yeah, I'm betting that that'll fix it. You don't have to be so critical to work out deviation on fuel on board unless the runway you're landing on is critical. EFOB and 0 fuel weight will be fine. Cool. In New Sky, is pilot name only visible within New Sky? What do you mean, Paul? So, like, if, like, say we were following each other, would you be able to see my name in the sim? Is that kind of what you're meaning? Sim Pilot Spud, it's getting there. We had an issue tonight with audio, but other than that, it's been all right. Now we've got the Phoenix. Things are feeling much, much better. Oh, I always forget the chrono. I'm not really stressing too much about stuff tonight. We're just having a nice time. Let's automate. Haven't checked the game for a couple of days. How are things looking? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Ooh, don't know what that was though. That's a bit of a gust. Yeah, much, much, much better than this time last week. Obviously, because this time last week we couldn't use it. And going into the weekend, I still couldn't use it. And then Sunday, for like the 7th time, it worked. Because I tried revalidating my files in Steam, and I did that again and again. I reinstalled, I revalidated, and then Sunday I revalidated, and it was like, yep, you've got an error in your files. It re-downloaded it, and that was like the turning point, really. If I register my name within New Sky, is it only visible within New Sky? I believe so, yeah. Yeah. Like, other people within New Sky will be able to see your name. And when you sign up, they make a point on the sign-up form that your name doesn't have to be your real name. You could have like an alias or whatever. Yeah, I've never seen any names visible in the sim. I'm trying to think where else it could be seen. I can't think of anywhere else other than in the New Sky app. But yeah, doesn't have to be your real name. Nicknames are fine. So I think after Tartan we'll just self-vector. In fact, what is transition for? Yeah, I can't think of anywhere else, Paul. I mean, I might be wrong, but I don't think there is. Because really all it is, it's a system for joining up to virtual airlines. So obviously, you know, much like on Facebook, you can type in a name like John Smith and like loads of John Smiths will come up. So that sort of thing, you know, people can see it. Recently got Navigraph. It's a lifesaver for VATSIM. Yeah, in fact, I want to look at the new charts in 24 because, yeah, there are people saying that you don't need a Navigraph sub anymore, and Navigraph must be not happy about that. But I wonder if there's like a gotcha, you know? I've heard the new charts are good though, so that's speed error at Tartan. Oh, here we go. Here we go. What's it done? Yeah, we want to be at 230. Speed constraint, 230. Yeah. Enter destination data. Alright, QNH 1015. Temperature is... Where is it? 3 degrees. Cold out. Maybe we'll do 0/1. Oh, you want to create your own virtual airline? Sweet. So why is it coming up like that? Is that saying that we're not going to make those speeds? You seen the real A cars add-on? No, free add-on for Flight Sim on flightsim.co that adds A cars functionality. Oh. I think we will vector from Tartan, you know. Are we sure we can't hit 230? Bet we can. We go 225 and then get the flaps out. We've got to be at 7,000 feet, which we're not. Okay. Yeah, do it, Paul. How come you only have around 30 FPS with an RTX 4080? Well, we are at 4K and I guess CPU limited. Yeah, we got the speed brakes out. Are we going to claw it back? That's the question. We slowed a bit more. It's not going to happen, is it? I think we're going to miss it. Good evening, Thomas. How are you? Yeah, I want to do VATSIM USA soon. I might do a video about that. That could be a VATSIM video, I think. Is Stormbird still causing havoc? I don't believe so. No, I think it's pretty much been and gone by now. Yeah, it's behaving mostly, Thomas. We had an issue with our audio early doors, which was a bit annoying. But other than that, we've been okay. Apparently it was due to the campaign doing something weird. Yeah, I don't really know. We did manage to get it sorted though, although it didn't make for particularly good viewing, so I will say that. I'll tell you what, let's do a... ...3,000 feet, local pressure... 1015. Yeah, 1015. Happy days. Right, can we get speed brakes away now? Let's do a direct to there. Insert that. Get ourselves down to 200 knots. Yeah, shadows are looking much better. They've lost that fuzziness, haven't they? They really have lost that fuzziness, which is great. Because that was always one of my big complaints. 2020. Source, I think you're writing in French. I'm not very good at French, but I think you're asking where we're going, and we're going to Edinburgh. Apologies if I got that wrong, but it's best I can do, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's looking mighty fine, isn't it, the sim? It is looking mighty fine. First time viewing one of these. Oh, welcome, Matt. Hopefully we don't disappoint you. I mean, maybe we will. I don't know. So, airport is over there. Can we just see it? Yeah, we can just see it. Let's do an FPS check. 30, 31. We aren't doing bad. Let's go speed 180. It is starting to fall a little bit, isn't it? And I wonder whether that is possibly... Is that because we're on ultra settings and not my tweaked settings? Quite possibly. Let's go flaps 2. Neither are particularly happy, although look at my RAM, 31. I'm like right on the edge of my RAM. That could be it as well, potentially. GPU memory's fine, 11.7 out of 14. Potentially the Edinburgh scenery as well. Potentially that. But yeah, I think probably RAM could be the thing. Check out the fields. All the little bits of detail in there and that sort of like rubble there that's going on. Fields look like they're full of life. More RAM, more money. Trouble is, if I'm going to get more RAM, I don't want to rebuy DDR4 because I've got 4 sticks of 8, so I'd have to replace it all, which would be a bit annoying. And if I want to buy more RAM, I should probably buy DDR5, which then means I should probably get a new processor, which then means all of a sudden I've spent 800 quid when I maybe didn't need to. Yeah, peaked over retail budget. What does that even mean? But yeah, we're using more RAM than we have. So they weren't lying, were they, when they said about 64 gig? They were not lying at all. That's another video. 32 versus 64 gig in MSFS 2024. Two sticks recommended for AMD, so I read. Yes, it's because 2 sticks puts less stress on the memory controller, which is embedded within the CPU for AMD Ryzen. So obviously 4 sticks is more sticks to drive, especially if you're doing like XMP overclocking with it. Easier to XMP 2 sticks than 4 sticks, if that makes sense. Right, speed 160. Yeah, we are out of RAM. Okay, let's get rid of the FPS counter. Should we leave it on, actually, for the landing? Let's leave it on. For the science. Ready for the butter. Don't get your hopes up. I'm not entirely sure what my sensitivities are on this stick at the minute. I think I've gone for 0.2. Okay, let's enable approach mode. Should already be enabled, actually, shouldn't it? We go manage speed now. It'll take us down. Flaps full. Yoke cam at the ready. Yeah, 64 will be standard. And then we'll be having the same conversation with 128, won't we? No, Pluto, it's not. We were doing career mode briefly, but then it killed our game audio and we all got fed up and decided to fly the Phoenix, because we love the Phoenix. Oh, Matthew, I've already done that. Yeah, rest assured it triggered them suitably. They love it.
2,500.
I love nothing more than triggering those on TikTok. At a certain level, I feel like they deserve it for just using TikTok, so I'm doing my bit. And as for the rest of my content, like my landing shorts, I see that as kind of addressing the balance. Putting out some wholesome content. As opposed to all that brain-rotting rubbish that you see on TikTok. Look, I went to upload a video the other day on TikTok and I started watching the feed just because I got drawn in, and I was like, I just feel probably about 50 to 60% more stupid having watched 10 minutes of TikTok. Like, crazy. Of course we didn't have passenger lights on the whole way. Yeah, so we're at 31 gig of RAM used at the moment. Right, shall we take over? We're at about 5 miles now. Hopefully I've got my autopilot disconnect button mapped correctly. Yes, I have. Right then. Come on. First landing in the Phoenix. Start as we mean to go on, eh? Just keep an eye on the fields as we come in, because I feel like the fields look way more textured and detailed as we come in, and I feel like that adds so much to the approach. Don't know if you can see out here. Yeah, not quite, and I should really be looking forward. $32 gig now. It's well over 32.5 gig it's trying to use out of my 31.92 that it's been allocated. Phoenix is not free, no, it's a paid add-on, but in my humble opinion, totally worth it. 33 gig used now. Oh my word.
400.
Yeah, I'm struggling to fly this now, I'm not going to lie. This is becoming quite choppy. Look at the detail in the field though.
200.
Yeah,
100.
35 gig of RAM used out of, what, 32. Yeah, I know. I can barely control the plane.
30. 20. Retard. 10.
Come on.
5.
That'll do. 12 FPS, welcome to Edinburgh. 36 gig of RAM used. I think we need some more RAM, guys, not gonna lie. That's a problem. 37 gig of RAM used. Wow. Yeah, that'll be the problem then, won't it? I didn't actually need the rudder fillet because okay, now, yeah, that does feel quite spongy. But of course we're doing ground steering now, aren't we? The actual like rudder input, I mean the frame rate was so low it was going to be nigh on impossible to tell. Yeah, it's the RAM, isn't it? Amount of RAM. GPU memory is getting there as well. Do I need a 5090? But it's for my YouTube channel. That's what I'll tell my wife. Yeah, 15 gig of VRAM used on the GPU. I feel like maybe some optimizations are required on this scenery. Because we were fine at Stansted, we were fine at Gatwick, we were fine at Manchester in my testing earlier. It's only here that I have the problem. Who knows? Ooh. That strobe's off. Come on. APU start. Yeah, oh, Matthew, it's a brilliant excuse. I recommend it completely. Absolutely brilliant way to justify new gear, and it's tax deductible as well. Like the reasons to do it just keep adding up. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like when we see stuff like this, I kind of feel like maybe, like we're on a 4080 Super. We should be alright, and we're not. So rather than throwing money and hardware at the problem, I think maybe an update might be required to the scenery. I don't know. You've got the same issues and you're on a 4090. Okay. What, Edinburgh? Oh yeah, we got an accountant on board now, Matthew, as well, so we'll be claiming for all the things. And is there any reason why you bought a 5080 and a 5090, Mr. Knott? No, no reason at all, just write it off. Carry on. I think this scenery needs an update for 24. I think it's a little bit iffy at the moment. Anyway, let's get into here. Let's should we tell GSX where we're going? Be helpful, wouldn't it? Oh. Gate 9. Yeah, it's a pity that we couldn't really land nicely, could we? Because of the FPS. Not that I would have done a particularly wonderful job anyway, I suspect, but... I'm having a bit of a mare with these rudder pedals. Come on. That'll do. We're parked. Aye, aye, aye. Yeah, so at the gate. Let's cut our engines. Hopefully New Sky will tell us that we've earned some money. £8,000. Yeah, off centerline deviation, which is fair enough, because we were. But other than that, that's a pretty good flight. I think, yeah, the performance issues we're seeing here is almost entirely due to Edinburgh. Interesting, Dazzle, what you say about being on a 4090, 7950 X3D and 64 gigs of RAM, and you experienced the same, so that makes me feel better about not rushing out and spending a ton of money. Yeah, I think we'll wait and see if we get an update from Pirigi on this one. It'd be nice if we get a fully up-to-date 2024 version. Maybe that'll be another flight we can do. We can go down to like the IndyBuilds 24 version of Ibiza and kind of see what performance we get there. That'd be quite cool. And just see how it looks. That would be good. That would be good. Right. It is 10:15. I'm very aware that there are snacks and 2 cans of beer in the fridge for me, so I'm... not that I don't love sitting here talking to you all about flight simulation, but you know, when it comes down to it, those 2 bottles of beer are probably going to win. I hate to say. But yeah, thank you very much for coming along tonight. Sorry for the weirdness at the start. The career mode, it kind of threw us off a little bit. And yeah, so glad that we actually just abandoned ship really and jumped into the Phoenix, because we do love the Phoenix. We love the Phoenix a lot. We like it very much, and it's very nice. It's in the sim, and it's very nice. We get good FPS, albeit not right now, but then that's, I think, probably due to the airport, not the plane, because it's been perfect in every other situation. F12 for the win. Maybe. Anyway, folks, thank you all very much indeed. I will see you in the next stream. There should also be a video out tomorrow. We're going to be comparing visuals 2020 versus 2024. That's in edit at the moment, so it shouldn't be long, and we'll have that with you, and we'll keep the content coming. But until next time, whether it's in a video or a stream, I will see you next time. Take it easy. Cheers.